Irish guy, and don't worry, Prem Catch-Up is coming out tomorrow after the Liverpool match tonight. And again, Prem Catch-Up is the worst name for a series ever. But first, this video is sponsored by OneFootball. I mean, you must have heard about OneFootball. Surely you've heard about OneFootball. If not, then get out more. Actually, no, considering it's on the internet, then I don't know, maybe stay indoors more and close the curtains. I mean, this is an app where you get all the football news, all your transfer updates, player data, and the latest matchday scores. I mean, this is a place where you get the fastest notifications. So yeah, next week, once you download the app, you can ring up your mates on the Wednesday morning and tell them, guess what? Manchester United have just signed Troy Deeney. I mean, at this stage, would anyone be surprised? So, if you want to be the most informed football fan in the world, somebody who makes the journalist look at it, got the speed of a constipated snail, then head to the description or scan the QR code on the screen and download OneFootball for free today. Right, back into the video. Hello, I am the Irish guy, and right, are you happy with the players you've ditched this summer? No. I'm gonna find every Premier League club's one player who you just got rid of this summer, but who's actually about to have an incredible season, and maybe make you regret saying bye. I'm gonna find the one player you let go who's going to do the best. Right, let's go. Arsenal, Alexander Lacazette, Leon. Okay, so Mikel Arteta has effectively opened his suitcase of bench-warming rubbish and tipped it off the edge of a cliff. I mean, who are the fans really going to miss? I mean, sure, Bernd Leno will probably pull off one wonder save on Match of the Day, but the reality is that by May, he'll probably have crippling back pain from having picked the ball out of Fulham's net nearly 70 times. I think the likes of Lucas Torreira will just be a melted egg sandwich on a beach in Turkey, but the real one who's going to shine, Alexander Lacazette. I'm sorry, but this guy, he's still good enough for the Premier League. I mean, the fact that he's just scuttled back to Lyon for less than the price of a box of shreddies. What a bargain. Lads, he's returning home to the city where he spent 26 years of his life. I mean, he's playing in a team where he'll be getting service from Hossam Aouar, Lucas Paqueta, and Ryan Cherki. I mean, yes, last season, I know, 4 goals in 30 Premier League matches. I mean, that's the sort of end product which Kiefer Moore would be embarrassed about. But I'm gonna call it, he's going to score 30 goals for Lyon this season. Just you watch. I mean, Bafétimbi Gomi was a Lyon goal machine. Come on! Aston Villa, Trezeguet, Trabzonspor. I always found it funny how there was an Aston Villa flop rotting on the bench who named himself after David Trezeguet. You know, one of the most lethal centre-forwards of all time. I mean, it's like if Paul McShane called himself Pele. I mean, it's like if Tyson Fury, having been christened after Iron Mike, if he just got on to have a career of just getting beaten up outside Tesco by part-time Uber drivers. Maybe he should be forced to give that birth cert back. The man's real name is Mahmoud Hassan, and he's not very good, but I mean, you probably all expected him to be a washed up 35-year-old dish towel from Egypt, right? Lads, he's still only 27, but he's always been a goal-scoring threat in the Turkish leagues, and he's now back with Trabzonspor. I mean, this fella was just some wet tub of baked beans in a Villa shirt, yes, but now he's in the Champions League, and I have a feeling he's going to strike up a telepathic understanding with Slovak legend Marek Hamšík, who'll be feeding him with assists from midfield, and yeah, he'll finish as his club's top scorer at 20 goals, and even net 3 in the Champions League group stage. Just so you watch, Villa fans, Trezeguet is going to be good. Bournemouth, Robbie Brady, Preston. Come on, Robbie, just do something. I mean, make no mistake about it, this man is an Ireland legend. I mean, I know you've had your injuries, but please, don't have a season of just rotting away like a soggy fig roll in a Preston cupboard. I mean, so far, he started the first 2 games of the left wing for Preston. Both games were 0-0 bores. Clearly Preston North End are about as much fun to watch this season as 2 mice fornicating on the windowsill. But still, I reckon Brady will come good. Maybe chip in with 5 goals and 7 assists. Nothing too crazy, but yeah, he'll be alright. Brentford, Christian Eriksen, Man United. Well, it doesn't take a genius to work out which Brentford exit is going to do the best. I was hardly going to pick Zanka. Christian Eriksen is head and shoulders above every other footballer that this club have turfed out the door this summer. And yeah, now he's at Man United. I think he'll do okay. He'll pull some strings midfield, look technically superb, banging a couple of free kick wonder goals at Old Trafford. You know, be the Danish David Beckham. So yeah, pick him. Brighton, Shane Duffy, Fulham. Okay, I know. The sensible options to choose from here are Marc Cucurella at Chelsea and Yves Bissouma at Tottenham, right? But lads, considering they cost both London clubs a combined £90 million, do you really think either player is a bargain? I mean, Cucurella cost Chelsea £62 million. I'm sorry, he's a Barcelona reject. Does it not give you some sort of clue that he's overpriced when Barca have chosen to neglect buying him back, just instead choosing to concentrate on a defensive pigeon like Marcos Alonso? Honestly, I think the one player to leave Brighton this summer who'll go on to have the best season, big Big Shane Duffy, who's on loan at Fulham. Just wait until he breaks into the starting 11 at Craven Cottage. Honestly, this Irish beefcake, someone who looks like a nightclub bouncer, and it probably stinks of donuts half the time, but honestly, he's going to be a man mounted in Fulham's defence, and he'll probably chip in with 4 goals from set pieces. Trust me, Duffy is going to be crucial. Chelsea, Timo Werner, RB Leipzig. Yeah, you probably all think Romelu Lukaku's return to Inter Milan is the obvious choice here, right? But I'm sorry, anyone who doesn't think that his confidence has suffered since quitting Inter, then you're living in Disneyland. Are you forgetting the whole reason he did that grumpy interview at Chelsea last winter is because Inter fans upset him by saying they didn't want him back. So watching those fans cozy up to Edin Dzeko for the last year, don't think that would have stuffed the foul stench of insecurity up his nose. Honestly, this is not the same Lukaku. I mean, yeah, maybe Antonio Rudiger will have a beastly season at the Bernabeu, but to me, I think Timo Werner is going to be electric at RB Leipzig. I mean, don't forget, in his last season at the club, he banged in 34 goals in 45 games. I mean, just you watch. Now both Robert Lewandowski and Erling Haaland are gone, and this man, despite being Chelsea's modern-day Fernando Torres, he's just gonna win the Bundesliga Golden Boot with 25 goals. Trust me, next summer, Werner is gonna be linked with a £60 million switch to Man United. Just you watch. He's about to explode. Crystal Palace, Christian Benteke, DC United. How weird is it that Wayne Rooney is coaching Christian Benteke in America? I mean, Rooney, one of the greatest Premier League strikers of all time, while Benteke, for the last 5 years, has just been some immobile flower pot. But still, we're about to witness the most unlikely green double act combo that you never thought you needed to see. A strike force of a powerful beast like Benteke, alongside the clinical Ola Kamara, with Ravel Morrison buzzing behind him like a constipated bee. Oh, DC are going to be fun to watch. Everton, John Joe Kenny, Hertha Berlin. Yeah, you all want me to choose Richarlison, right? No, I will not do it. I just know he's going to be an overpriced banana burger in a Tottenham shirt. So the best Everton export is going to be John Joe Kenny at Hertha Berlin, I guess. I mean, it's a mad dressing room. He's now captained by Dedrick Boyata, and probably as a noisy Kevin Prince Boateng, doing something insane like trying to dissect a pig on the bus. I mean, honestly, there's a 35-year-old journeyman who, to me, has always looked a bit insane. But yeah, Kenny, he won't pull up any trees. Could be decent, I suppose. Fulham, Fabio Carvalho, Liverpool. I think we all know that Fabio Carvalho is in safe hands at Liverpool. I mean, sure, if he just stayed at Craven Cottage another year, this 19-year-old Portuguese wonderkid would be playing week in, week out in the Premier League. But still, I think because he wasn't loaned back, I think we know he's going to get game time this season anyway. I mean, what with he and Harvey Elliott? Liverpool are making it a habit of nicking Fulham's kids and getting away with it each and every year. I mean, Carvalho will probably make about 30 appearances in all competitions this season. Maybe be given about 10 starts. I mean, last season, Tyler Morton was allowed to play Champions League football against AC Milan. So yeah, pretty sure Carvalho will get his minutes. Leeds, Rafinha, Barcelona. Once Barcelona finally get their finances in order, like, I don't know, when the president sells one of his children on eBay, once they're able to register players like Rafinha, then if pre-season's anything to go by, he's going to be electric. I mean, some snobby Barca fans might be turning their nose up at signing anything from Leeds. I mean, it probably just reminds them of 20 years ago when they were bidding for Lee Boyer. Someone about as exciting as a mouse piss milkshake. But lads, I reckon he's chipping him at 17 goals and maybe 12 assists this season. The Brazilian is going to seize his chance, and at times, he's going to be utterly unplayable in La Liga. While someone like Memphis Depay watches all this unfold on a beanbag in Turin, tucking into his 4th hamburger of the night while sobbing a bit inside. I mean, Rafinha is going to be everything he was supposed to be. Leicester, Kasper Schmeichel, Nice. Kasper Schmeichel has just landed the move of his life. I'm sorry, but Nice, one of the most exciting projects in French football right now. I mean, honestly, once Crystal Palace labour to another finish of 12th, I'm pretty sure Patrick Vieira will be longingly looking at his former club and just feel like stuffing packs of ketchup up his nose. Just anything to distract from the pain. Lads, here's my prediction. This time next year, Kasper Schmeichel is going to be competing in just the 2nd ever Champions League campaign of his life. I mean, that's why both he and Aaron Ramsey joined this team in the first place. Honestly, Nice are probably going to finish 3rd in the league. Schmeichel will keep about 12 clean sheets. This is the perfect move. Liverpool, Sadio Mane, Bayern Munich. Well, obviously. I mean, who do you think I was going to pick? Ben Davies at Rangers? I mean, do I think Takumi Minamino at Monaco will eat French football with a spoon? Is Divock Origi going to win the Serie A Golden Boot? No, he's more likely to get bullied by Zlatan in the canteen. The answer is obviously Sadio Mane, who is going to be a £35 million Bayern Munich bargain. I mean, he is Lewandowski's replacement as the Bayern centre forward. And yeah, he's probably going to bang in about 30 goals. I mean, I don't think he will, but if Darwin Núñez flops, then yeah, come next summer, Liverpool fans will be looking at Mane in the Bayern strip whilst crying into their Cocoa Pops. Man City, Gabriel Jesus, Arsenal. Next May, when Liverpool are crowned Premier League champions, everybody will look at Man City's decision to sell Gabriel Jesus to Arsenal and think, lunacy. This is going to be Pep Guardiola's biggest blunder in the transfer market since he sold Samuel Eto'o to Inter Milan in 2009. A year later, that man was winning the Champions League. Jesus is going to be a Premier League goal-scoring monster this year. I mean, suddenly he gets to be the star man and will probably bang in about 35 goals in all competitions. I mean, he's going to be sniffing out the Premier League Golden Boot. Trust me, he's going to be insane. Man United, the man you manage Roma. I'll be honest, I don't think there's many Manchester United exports who are going to have very good seasons. I mean, Paul Pogba is already an injury-riddled cowpat at Juventus. Dean Henderson will keep about 4 clean sheets for Nottingham Forest. And I've already said that Jesse Lingard will just spend this season looking like an egotistical koala bear. To be fair, I do think Alex Telles might have a decent season at left back for Sevilla, and I can see him scoring in the Champions League. But under the guidance of Jose Mourinho, Nemanja Matic is going to be an experienced linchpin in midfield, playing alongside Gini Wijnaldum as Roma in Serie A. Trust me, even at 34, he's going to have one of the best seasons of his life. Newcastle, Dwight Gale, Stoke City. Yeah, pretty simple here. Dwight Gale, now freed from his Premier League prison and now back in his comfy championship surroundings. I mean, it's like releasing a lion from the zoo. I mean, now that he's back in the plains of Africa, he can finally get back to eating wild zebra instead of just being trapped in a cage in Wimbledon where the zookeepers force him to eat his own poo. Gale will score about 30 goals for Stoke to get them into the championship playoffs. Honestly, he's going to be a beast. Nottingham Forest, Bryce Samba Lawns. Okay, considering that Bryce Samba just turned down the chance to become a #1 goalkeeper in the Premier League to instead just move back to France, then I'm pretty sure he did his homework on Lawns. I mean, to be fair, they did finish 7th in League 1 last season, so yeah, I'm guessing he'll have a decent enough campaign. I guess. Southampton, Nathan Tella, Burnley. I've already said it. I think exciting things are happening at Burnley. I mean, gone are the Neanderthal caveman tactics, and instead you've got a modern progressive coach like Vincent Kompany at the wheel. I mean, Nathan Tella, he was an Arsenal wonderkid for 10 years, and then he went to Southampton. He was just doing the Theo Walcott career in reverse. But I mean, he turns 24 next summer. This guy needs to do something, and something quick. I mean, he's a winger with just 2 career goals to his name. Sorry, Nate, but those stats are wet dog poo. But there is raw skill and talent in this boy's feet. And I just have a feeling he's going to be the perfect replacement for Maxwell Cornet on the wing. And under Kompany, he's going to explode. And maybe grab up 7 goals and 10 assists as Burnley win the league. Trust me, Burnley fans, he's going to be class. Tottenham, Steven Bergwijn, Ajax. Steven Bergwijn is about to make Tottenham regret giving up on him. I mean, this guy was a Jose Mourinho present. So just to discard him now back to Holland at 24. Yeah, I know he came from PSV, but people seem to be acting like he's the modern day DeMarcus Beasley. No, it's just careless. And yeah, he's gonna seize his opportunity at Ajax and bang in 20 Eredivisie goals and weigh in with 10 assists. And what? You think that's unrealistic? Lads, Dusan Tadic was a pretty ordinary Southampton midfielder, right? Well, when he moved to Ajax, he went from 6 goals and 3 assists in his final Premier League season to 38 goals and 23 assists in his debut Ajax campaign. I mean, what? Similarly, Bergwijn is going to once again rip Holland apart with his bare teeth. West Ham, Nikola Vlasic, Torino. Nikola Vlasic is a good player. He's just not made for the Premier League. What, with both Everton and now West Ham? I mean, can that be it now? I don't want to see him on a Premier League pitch again. He just doesn't work. It's like trying to stick cat food in the washing machine. No, he was supposed to be the alternative replacement for Jesse Lingard last season, but now he's since moved to Torino on loan, where he can link up with another West Ham flop in Simone Zaza and share stories about how horrible it is to live on the West Ham bench. But yeah, he'll be decent in Serie A. Wolves, Connor Cody, Everton. Why? Why did Wolves get rid of Connor Cody? I mean, what did he do? He seems like such a nice, smiley guy. So I doubt he was caught through pissing through the letterbox of Bruno Lage. I mean, listen, I like Nathan Collins, of course, but never did I think for 1 minute that this Irish defender from Burnley would spell the end of the Wolves captain. Someone who's in the England squad. But now, does that officially mean, at least in the eyes of one Premier League boss, that actually there is one Irish footballer who's good enough to get into Gareth Southgate's squad? Good on you, Nathan. But yeah, Cody, without a shadow of a doubt, he'll be Everton's player of the year. Am I the one who thinks he's utter class? Anyway, that's what you think. And let me know in the comments what player that you got rid of is going to do the best. Let me know if you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe as always. I'll talk to you in a while.